Right, good morning. You ready for a bit more colour therapy? I'm so glad so many of you are joining in. It's really great. So I've literally, no surprise, I've gone for card number 2 out of the colour box. You just see the number up there. It looks like we've got a lemon meringue tart. So the colours have been chosen from there basically. The chocolate brown is from the plate. The yellow is obviously from the lemon meringue. The, what colour have they called it? Clay is from the biscuit. The, what colour is that? Hunter green, sorry, is from the leaves on the raspberry plant there. Now they've gone for auburn for the raspberries. I think that's kind of, or is that the plate? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, those are the colours that have come out of that particular colour card. So I'll hold up the screen with the hex numbers for you. So if you just want to freeze frame and take those down. If you still need me to put them in the description box, please let me know, but there they are there. Okay. So we're going to have a bit of fun with, I've got to do some colour mixing because auburn apparently is brown, orange and red. I did the almighty Google for that one. And for, was it mustard? Yeah, it was mustard. I consulted my colour wheel and if I add, hang on, let me just find it. Where's yellow? Where have you gone? There you are. Right, so if you add a bit of black to yellow, you get almost the right colour of mustard. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. I might have to put a little bit of white in, but there we are. So, yeah, should we get to the desk? I'm going to do the fabric bit first, because then I won't get messy, and then I'll do the colour side of it. So, yeah, let's get to the desk. Right, here we go. So this was how last week's ended up. I don't know if you got it in the thumbnail. So I did do the outlining with black and then I just did a bit of doodly stuff where the paints ran or run. I'm going to use my little mini gouache paints today because they're a lot less reactive. But then for the hunter green, I still need to use these watercolours like I did last time, which were the Cosmic Shimmer ones, and it was Teal Ocean and Sage Green because that made that bluey green there. So see, we learnt that last week. And then for the clay, I've got an alcohol marker pen, and then for the chocolate, I've got burnt sienna. I'm gonna try adding a tiny bit of black to that just to darken it down a bit because it is quite reddish and I need it a little bit more. But then I'd got the mixture for autumn. What did I get that for then? Oh, chocolate. Yeah, for chocolate. And then auburn, we're going to try that mix of brown, orange and red. So we're going to play around with that. But we'll do those in a bit. So, fabric-wise, I didn't have plain colours, so I've had to go for this. So for the chocolate, I've got this piece of, it was a scrap of, if you get the, what they call the sample books, so I've got that. It's not perfect, but it isn't far off. So that's going to be the chocolate. For clay, this is the closest I've got, and it's a piece of silk. It's not terribly close, but you know what it's going to do. For mustard, I found another piece of silk which is almost bob on basically. And then for it's interesting. For auburn, I did happen to have a piece of felt with fluff on it, which is on the darker end here. Yeah, anyway, it's good enough. And then luckily I kept a piece of this green. I'm going to panic if it ever comes up again because I'm getting very low on this. This is my last scrap. So I might just use a tiny bit of that. So anyway, I haven't really, I've got my usual square of batting stuff. Oh, I did pull out that for auburn as well, which is another piece of sari silk. Okay, well, we can use either, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm reluctant to use the whole pieces of these in case they come up again because, although I've got quite a bit of fabric, I don't have that much. So what I might do is this on the background, and I'm thinking of going a little bit more shapes, if you like. Because last week's was quite, I don't know what I've done with it. Oh lordy, words, it's gone. It was quite abstract. So this one I'm thinking maybe I'll cut out some felt leaves or something. I'm not 100% certain. I could use that actually. It's not hunter green, but yeah, let's do. See, last time I didn't like the dark background, did I? But this one is different, obviously. So I might layer up. Yeah, let's do this as the background. Right, we'll get there in a second. Hold on, guys. I've conveniently not brought over any fabric scissors. Stay there. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. I've had a bit of a manic morning already. It's only, I don't know, 9 o'clock. Oh. All ready to go out for a walk with my youngest and Mr. Hades. And then my middle one rung. I've missed my bus. Any chance you could give me a lift in? I'll be in trouble with my boss. Oh, for goodness sake. I'll tell you that the day she gets her driving licence, we are all going to celebrate. Oh. The trouble is, where she lives, there's a bus at 8 o'clock and then there's not another one until 9 o'clock, like every hour, because she's a bit of an isolated town, basically. But it's the only place they could get their housing. So, yeah. I was like, fine. I'll miss my dog walk with Mr. Hades. My daughter, my middle one, my youngest, was not impressed because I was ringing her and she literally pulled into outside my house, and I said, I'm so sorry. I said, your sister's in a panic. She's just raised the eyebrows and went, fine. So, dear. Yeah, we're all a little bit fed up with it, to be honest with you, but never mind. All right, mother's job, never done. Okay, so that's going to be my chocolate. So, what else shall we do? So I'm thinking... Do I just do some leaves? I'm tempted just to put like that border on there actually for the... And then maybe do a flower-ish type thing. Yeah, because I thought it's going to be a bit boring if it's all abstract. So let's just put a little bit more effort into this. So if I stop yabbering, I'll just start placing stuff and you can see what I'm up to. Right, I think I'm quite happy with that. I utilised, I don't know what that mark is. It's some sort of gold sort of flowery thing in the middle. So I think that could look quite nice. It's going to be free motion embroidery, I think, because that's the only way I'm going to get that all attached in a civilised manner. But I think that's quite pretty. So let me just grab some pins. And I don't know, if you want to see the stitching, you'll have to let me know, but otherwise I'll just go off and do it. So all it'll be is just the free motion embroidery arm. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do that. I might stitch this down, you know, either side there, maybe quilt it in the middle, sort of follow these lines that are actually on the piece of silk there. But yeah, I won't bother to pin all the leaves. I know where I'm going with that. So that will be the quilt block side of it, if you like, which is quite nice. See, they're not colours you think of putting together. And I did wonder about the auburn leaves, but they do kind of work. And the mustard flower definitely does. So I'm not quite on point with the clay. It should have been a little bit darker, but it's all I've got. So right, so I shall stitch that. Should we get on to the messy bit now? I'll put that by the sewing machine. Right, let me get set up for wet stuff and I'll be back with you in a moment. Right, so just had a thought. What I might do is actually kind of draw this onto here and then paint it in the same colours, because I think it was Sue, she said, what are you going to do with it in the end? And I said, I don't really know, but or are you going to staple them together in a book? And I thought, well, that's a good idea, but I really kind of don't think it would work in this layout. If I was going to do that, I'd had to have done separate pages, you know, so I could have had this on one part and then the stapled piece at the side with the fabric. So what I'll do is try and basically link them by design, if you like. Oh, that's a bit of a wonky one, but that'll do. And then one, two, that's wrong, take that one off. Yeah, I mean, you know, you do this how you want to do it, really. So I really haven't done an awful lot of thought in this. I just know that it was something that I wanted to do, just to get the colour theory side of life going. So this isn't a direct copy, as you can tell. See, for the background I could have done what's it called, bubble wrap, but let's not go to that detail. Let's not go there. Maybe on the next one, because I think as I go along, more ideas will come, you know. So you just have to bear with me. That'll do. It's close enough. Right, let's do some. Are you in shot? It's got incredibly dark here. I'm keeping an eye on the screen. I think it's light enough for you guys, but we are literally about to have a massive rainstorm by the looks of it. So right, so for the mustard, I'm going to colour in with paint, isn't it? What was, oh, that was for clay. So clay is going to be that background there. So maybe I'll do that quickly. I'll stop yabbering and then we can get on. I just went to get some water because I forgot that important ingredient. So I've just had a thought for the background, because it's got these, I mean, they're a bit more oval than circle, but I've got this lid here. I'm wondering if I could do just do some background pattern. Should we give it a go? Why not? I'm going to have to cover up those leaves though, because I know I'm going to hit them otherwise. Let me just put that there. So I've got burnt sienna, and I was going to put a little bit of black in it. I don't know if that'll make chocolate. I don't know. This is where I need to practice, because I haven't got a chocolate brown. I might have to put the light on. I know it's all right for you guys, but it's black. It's as dark as anything in this room. Ooh, that's quite a nice chocolatey brown. Get it into semi-light. It's a bit darker than that, but do you know what? That'll do. Let's see what we can do here. Might have to thin it out a bit because it is gouache, which is quite chunky. Don't know if it's going to print in a circle or not. No. Okay. Alright, that's kind of working. So just wanted to represent that background there. So that was next to useless. It's right for mixed media, but when you actually want proper circles, this one kind of went a bit bonky donkey, but never mind. Actually, yeah. Okay, so what I'll do is, because it's brown circles, and then it's got like a lighter one. Sorry, I'm going really, really fussy here, but I'm going to do it. So bear with me. I'll put you on fast forward. let's mix up. So I'm just watching, there's a van pulled up. I'm super nosy out the window. Stop it, Susan. Right, so for the flour, it's mustard. So that was yellow with a tiny bit of black, which I've got on here anyway. Are you actually seeing the palette? Let me move you over. I really mixed that one badly. So let's just pick up. I don't even think it needs that much. I'm hoping the neon underneath won't activate. It's a bit black. It's close enough. Okay, so we've got a mustard flour. Now I need to attempt to mix that hunter green again. Did I keep it on a palette? No, I don't think I did, because it would have reactivated. I'll keep it on this one. Right, so I'm just going to do a tiny drop of blue and a tiny drop of the green. Let's hope we get somewhere near hunter blue. Hunter green rather. Hunter blue. Okay, yeah, that is well done, Susan. Nice one. Right, so that one's green. Again, I've got the fabric one to my side here, so I'm just sort of looking over. This will look better once I've outlined it all. So that one's green. So yeah, maybe on this one, have a go at actually making a design on your fabric pieces, and yeah, just do whatever you want. If you want to do it all abstract, do it abstract. I'm not your mother. You can do what you like. Right, cool. Okay, and then we need this auburn. Now this is going to be fun because I've actually got to try and mix this one. So where was my cheat sheet? So auburn, brown, orange and red. Now the only trouble is I've only got an acrylic red. I think I'm going to mix it. I'm going to mix it on one of my blocks because that's super messy. I need to clean that off. So let's just do, I don't need a lot, so it's going to be a tiny bit of that. Orange, vermilion, I think that's an orange, isn't it? Yeah, that's orange. And brown. Burnt sienna, will that be close enough? It's a bit reddish, isn't it? Right, let's see what we can do. I've only got 3 little leaves, so I'm not going to go mad with still got a lot of green in it. So let's just take a tiny bit of that one. Oh, I don't think I need that much, but I don't know. It's brown and That ain't bad. It actually needed a brown. Let's try a bit of... Just looking in my colours down here. I don't think I've actually got a brown. Bear with me. I've got raw sienna, which is a little bit browner than... Let's try a bit of that. It's gone brown now, isn't it? So now maybe add a little bit more red. Sorry if my hair's getting in the way. It tends to do that in everything I do. That's brown. Definitely needs more of that and more of that. No, it's gone orange. Oh, flipping heck, here we go. I only want a little bit, come on. I should have stuck with that first one. It's almost there. See, so the blooming light's gone, so let me... No, it's nowhere near, is it? Okay, let's try that again. Right, let me clean that off and I'll come back and try again. Right, I went rummaging and I think I found a brown. Well, I just see it says, what's that say? Burnt umber. Well, it's browner than burnt sienna. Let's put it like that. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Right, so that's really brown. That would have been good for that, but that's fine. I'm quite happy with that. What else was it? Orange. This is vermilion, so this is about as orange as I've got. This is kind of what I think I'm going to enjoy about this. Is just learning this colour mixing and what have you. So bear with me. Right, so if I take that bit off of there, see, it said equal amounts, so I think it's going to need a tad more red in it. I say it doesn't help that the blooming... I'm in the shadows here. I think it's nice and bright for you. Yeah, it's not too bad. Definitely more red. Yeah. I haven't got a piece of white card. Oh yes, I have. Cut some shapes out the other day. Are you Auburn? You're more brown, aren't you? Do you know what? I'm calling that. That's fine. Because we'll be here forever otherwise. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a reddish brown. It'll do. It'll do. It would help if I had sort of like actually dedicated colours, wouldn't it? But I don't, so. I've got a great big blob up there, so let's take that off. Going to go in there with that leaf. Like I say, it will look a lot better once I've outlined it all. It's all a bit mucky at the minute, but there it is. At least it shows up a bit against the brown, which is basically what the auburn colour is, I guess. It's one of those awkward ones, isn't it? I don't know about you, but I've looked at these colours and I've gone, oh yeah, it's definitely that. It's like the mustard. Boy, did I struggle to find that in my stash, but I did. So I was quite happy with that. So yeah, it's not as bright as or as differentiated as it is in the fabrics, but yeah, I think that'll do actually. So I think for the middle of the flower, just do some dotty things. I'll put the rest in with pen, I think. Right, okay, I'm happy with that. As I say, once I've done the pen work, it should look a lot better. Right, let's put that up there. I'll put that on something else. So there we are. I think that's kind of all right. I will now go and stitch this. I'm going to use grey this time. That black was so harsh on that last one. I wish I knew what I'd done with it. It is around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Found it. Yeah, the black was a bit harsh. So I'll go around in grey this time. As I say, I think I'll free motion embroider the leaves in particular. Yeah, and I'll come back to you when it's all stitched. Again, let me know if you want to see the stitching. Oh, the sun's coming out at last. And I will happily do that next time. All right, so bear with me. I'll be back in a sec. Right, okay, the stitching is done. It's turned out really nice, actually. So the grey is much better, and now the sun's out. Yeah, the grey is much better. So I just sort of did some detail with the free motion embroidery foot with the flower. So yeah, threads as usual. I'm just going to faff with the paper one for a second. I really want to kind of get these little, I mean, it's just me, details. I want to get these little flowers on here. So I found these stamps. I don't know what stamp sets they are. They are ancient. They're not exactly the same, but you know what? It's not far off. I need a viney kind thing. This is me just faffing now, so there's like a vine in there. That'll do. Right. This is going to be very happy. Slapdash. Are you actually seeing? Yes, you are. And then we'll outline the flower. So it's just in the middle there, really. Where's my sticky notes gone? Sorry, I'm being very pedantic here, but I'm doing it. I'll stop yabbering and then I can fast forward you. Okay. Ooh. Sorry, cat. Did I hit you? Sorry, dear. Jesus, carpet. Oh, kill the cat, why not? Right, okay, I'm going to outline it now. I'm going to do it, I think, with grey, because I'm really kind of liking the grey stitching. So my desk is an absolute disaster. So I've got an alcohol pen here somewhere. Where are you? Yeah, you've seen the shot. Sorry, I need to turn it because the book is poking me. I'll outline, speed you up, back in a bit. Right, I'm going to call that done. I'll outline the square, but I think I'm going a little bit too fussy now. So, you know, you got to call it quits at some point. So I hope you enjoy this week's anyway. I know a lot of you, and I'm sorry, but you've all been tempted to get the colour cubes. I too, like a lot of you, did go for the 2 sets, so I've got 500 of these. I won't be doing it for 500 weeks. Lordy, can you imagine? That's like 10 years, isn't it, roughly? Good grief. 10 years of this, you'll be going batchy. Batchy. Right, there we are. I'm going to call that done. I'm sorry about the lighting. It's just such weird weather today. So let me see what you can see without killing the cat. Where are you? She's gone. Right. Okay, so that's the paper version. Get it up close and personal for you. So yeah, what I'm going to do is write around the edges here these recipes for those colours, because I might need those in the future. Seems to be colours that she chooses quite, or that, you know, that come up quite a lot, and that's my fabric representation. There we are. I'm very pleased with that. I think I'm going to do that. You know, maybe a flower, or I don't know, something else. I don't know really, but let's see what next week's card is. And yeah, let me know if you need the hex codes underneath. I won't put it on this one. So I say a lot of you, you know, you can just pause it, take the numbers down, and then Google it, and you can get the colour cards as well. Or if you've been tempted to get the actual colour cards, you've already got it in front of you. There we are. See you next week. Bye.